Welcome to this explainer. Okay, let's just dive right in. Look, you already know AI is completely transforming literally every single industry out there right now. We're talking healthcare, finance, agriculture, software development, you name it. But let's be real. The sheer volume of hype around it can make getting started feel incredibly intimidating. Well, the truth is, AI is actually a highly structured field. And today, we're going to demystify the whole thing. We're taking what looks like this massive, chaotic 25-step journey and turning it into a super clear, totally actionable roadmap for 2026. Because honestly, this is the most common roadblock beginners face. Where do you even begin? Most people get stuck right at the starting line. Some folks try to skip straight ahead to deep learning and just get immediately lost because, well, they don't have the foundation. Others start learning Python programming, which is great, but then they get stuck in tutorial hell and never actually reach the AI part. It is so easy to spend months watching random videos without understanding the logical sequence of things. And here's the thing, if you skip the fundamentals, every advanced topic you try to tackle later becomes 10 times harder. So to solve this, we're using a scaffolding architecture broken down into 5 distinct phases: the foundations of AI, the language of data, core machine learning, deep learning and beyond, and finally, real-world AI application. All right, kicking things off with phase 1, the foundations of AI. Think of this phase as the bedrock of your house. You simply cannot build the roof without pouring a really solid foundation first. Before we even touch a single line of code or look at any math, we need to ground ourselves. Artificial intelligence is essentially the creation of systems capable of performing tasks that would normally require human intelligence. We're talking about things like recognizing speech, translating languages, or even driving vehicles. But here is the absolutely crucial point. AI is not just one single technology. It's an umbrella term. Underneath this massive umbrella sit all the specific branches you hear about all the time, like machine learning, deep learning, and robotics. Understanding this basic hierarchy clears up so much confusion right out of the gate. Building that bedrock really requires 4 core pillars. First up, basic computer skills. Think file management and cloud storage, which professionals use literally every single day. Second is Python. Python is the undisputed king of the industry simply because of its massive, ready-to-use AI ecosystem. Third, we have computational thinking. This means you aren't just memorizing code, you're actually breaking down problems and recognizing patterns. And finally, mathematics. Now, don't panic, you don't need a PhD here, but you do need a practical understanding. Linear algebra is heavily used in neural networks, and calculus explains exactly how machine learning models actually, well, learn. And that brings us to phase 2, the language of data. If phase 1 was our foundation, this is the plumbing of our structure. AI learns from data. It's that simple. Which means poor data leads directly to poor AI. Now, you don't need to memorize everything on day 1, I promise. But you do need to understand the purpose of some essential Python libraries. It's really all about knowing what tool does what job. NumPy is there to handle your heavy numerical computing. Pandas, that's going to be your best friend for data analysis. And scikit-learn is your go-to toolkit for machine learning. Getting hands-on practice with these specific libraries using real data sets is exactly how you become fluent in the language of data. Because before you ever try to build a model, you have to understand and clean your data. Here is a little industry secret. Data scientists spend about 80% of their time just cleaning data, handling missing values, removing duplicates, standardizing features. It takes a massive amount of effort. But once it's clean, you move to visualization. And visualization isn't just about making things look pretty for a presentation. A really good heat map or a scatter plot can reveal hidden insights that will completely change how you build your AI model. Moving right along to phase 3, core machine learning. This is the structural framing of our house. This is that magical subset of AI where instead of explicitly programming every single rule by hand, computers finally start learning from examples. There are 2 major categories of machine learning you're going to encounter. On one side, you have supervised learning. This is learning from labeled examples using algorithms you might have heard of, like random forest or XGBoost. On the flip side, we have unsupervised learning. This is where the AI is set loose to discover hidden patterns completely on its own, without any labels, using techniques like clustering and dimensionality reduction. You definitely need to understand where and when each of these approaches is used. Once your model is actually learning, you have to know how well it's doing. But here's the catch. Accuracy alone is just not enough. You really have to evaluate your models using specific metrics, like precision, recall, and F1 score, depending on the exact problem you're trying to solve. But right alongside evaluation is feature engineering. I absolutely cannot stress this enough. This is the secret sauce of the AI industry. It involves creating and selecting the right features and handling imbalanced data. A lot of the time, real-world AI improvements come from better features, not just throwing a better algorithm at the problem. Okay, now we get to add the really advanced technology to our structure in Phase 4, deep learning and beyond. This is where we bring in artificial neural networks and popular frameworks like PyTorch and TensorFlow. Deep learning branches out to give computers some truly incredible capabilities. First, there's computer vision. This is the tech that powers things like Tesla's autonomous driving and the facial recognition on your smartphone. Then we have natural language processing, or NLP, which is the absolute magic behind text summarization and tools you probably use every day, like ChatGPT. All of this foundational stuff builds into the modern AI we're interacting with today, large language models, or LLMs. The logical progression here starts with pre-training a massive foundation model and then fine-tuning it for very specific instructions. Finally, we use really cool techniques like retrieval augmented generation, or RAG, to give the model specific, grounded, real-time context. And the really great news for us? You don't need to build a large language model from scratch to be highly productive with them. You just need to understand how they work. And the absolute bleeding edge of this entire frontier right now is AI agents. We are past the point where systems just generate text. They can now plan, reason, use external tools, and complete complex, multi-step tasks all on their own. We're rapidly moving toward multi-agent systems and really sophisticated workflow orchestration. Getting a grip on this prepares you for the true future of AI application development. Which finally brings us to Phase 5, real-world AI application. This is the polish. This phase is all about getting your AI out of a local notebook on your laptop and safely, reliably into the hands of actual users. Because building the model is honestly only a fraction of the total workflow. You have to learn MLOps and deployment. That means using Git for version control, setting up REST APIs, and managing cloud deployments. And just as importantly, you must build robust, explainable systems that actually protect user data privacy. Building transparent and secure models isn't just an afterthought anymore. It's a strict technical requirement in today's industry. So how do you actually prove to the world that you know all of this? You build real projects. Start with something like a house price prediction model or a document summarizer. Get into the habit of reading research papers to understand the core problem, the approach, and the limitations. But above all, maintain consistent daily practice. Seriously, just 1 or 2 focused hours a day produces immense progress over time. Put all of this into a professional portfolio. I cannot stress this enough. Having portfolio quality projects holds far more impact in the tech industry than just collecting a bunch of certificates. I want to conclude with this incredibly inspiring takeaway from the source material we've been walking through. Artificial intelligence is not a destination, but a lifelong learning journey. Please do not feel like you need to master every single topic we just covered all at once. That is a one-way ticket to burnout. Instead, take it step by step. Build those strong fundamentals, stay genuinely curious, and just adapt as the field evolves. So I'm going to leave you with one final thought to spark your curiosity today. What real-world problem are you going to solve first on your AI journey? Look, whether you're a student, a teacher, a working professional, or an entrepreneur, you now have the exact roadmap in your hands. It's time to start building that foundation. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and happy learning.